Coucou des puces. What was that? Who the heck knows? Who would have thunk I would be this excited about concealer? But I am. I'm just gonna say it. I'm in love with this concealer. Where have you been all my life? Please never discontinue this item. And God bless Sissy, who lives in the US and can send this to me. Because I don't think we have it here. I actually am pretty sure we don't have it here. This is a review for ConcealRX if you haven't read the title or you're confused as to what this craziness is. Or you were distracted by this level of giddiness that you forgot to read the title. ConcealRX by Physicans formula is phenomenal. It's just awesome. This lovely little concealer is, I don't even know where to start. Okay, we're gonna slow it down and we're gonna take a beat. This was a gift, so I cannot remember. I googled the price, but I got so excited that I forgot. So I will list the price down below. But you can probably pick it up in the US, not here. Unless someone knows if you can get it here in Canada, let us know down below, because you would be awesome. Wherever Physicans formula is sold, so drugstores, Target, that kind of thing. In this little tube format. And okay, so I got too excited that I forgot that I didn't look up how many shades there were or like any useful information. So I pulled it up on my website. For some reason it is not showing up on the Physicans formula website, but it is on the Ulta website, and it even says right now that you can buy one, get one 50% off. So check at Ulta. Maybe it's not at all drugstores if it's not on the Physicans formula website. I don't know what is happening. But if they're trying to get rid of this product, that's not okay, people. And no. Just no. 0.49 fluid ounces of product. Yep. And it's $9.49. It's showing up on the Ulta website. So I know with Ulta you can use coupons and all that kind of good stuff and 20% off, so you could probably get it for less than $10. This stuff is phenomenal. Like, I don't even know what to tell you. I have MAC concealers that are at least double the price that don't work as well as this. It does say here though that it comes in 2 shades. So fair light, yeah, right? Fair light and neutral light. And I'm going to tell you something. This is going to be for very, very fair girls. I like very fair complexion products. And looking at me and looking at my sissy April, you would think that she's fairer than I am, and she might be. But the products that I use on my face are as fair as her products, if not fairer. So like, we both use the Laura Geller powder foundation. I have fair and she has medium. Like, I like fair products. This is light. Like, this is light. It's what I'm wearing today. I don't have any anything to darken it up, but I will say that when I put it on, I have to make sure I blend it because it is very white. I'm going to try to show you a little close-up swatch to show you how different the color of the product inside is to the product on the tube. So don't rely on the product on the tube to give you an idea of how light or dark it is, because it runs a lot lighter. The shade, this one at least, Fair Light, runs a lot pinker than yellow, so if pink tones are not your thing, then this won't be your thing. I'm going to show you a little side-by-side, hopefully, comparison of my skin naked and then my skin with just this on it, to show you honestly how amazing of a job it does to hide blemishes, scars, discoloration, whatever you want. This is like gonna be a mask. So I hope that little close-up showed that. What else am I gonna say? So I'm gonna sort of talk about, when I get excited like this about products, I don't focus. So I'm gonna try to focus. I'm the type of girl that has been dealing with these breakouts recently, and what drives me mental is that I will pick up a concealer, even something like MAC Studio Sculpt Concealer, which is a nice creamy heavy concealer, and I'll put it over those spots. I swear you guys, every time we get excited in the video, it's like the excitement police comes up and just shuts down everything, because my memory card was just full, as in like sitting there rambling, and then I turn around, I'm like, oh, you haven't been filming, have you? So looking back on that footage, what I was saying, put on concealer, and then to cover up blemishes, and then even if I let it set and then I go back in with foundation and then blush on top, it doesn't stay put, it moves, so I end up with like a lot of blush or bronzer, and like just where, like it doesn't do what a concealer is supposed to do usually. This guy, no joke. Like, you have to work with it. This is the advice part of what I'm trying to say, is that you have to work with it pretty quickly because it sets pretty quick and then it doesn't budge. I do tend to put it on first. There's a floof flying across the room, just every time. I tend to put it on first and then let it set, do my eyes or something, and then come back to put bronzer, blush, foundation, whatever it is that I'm going to put on top of it. Wait for it to set and then do that. but it will set quick. So I'll like put it on a little area, blend it in, put it on another area, blend it in. My other application tip is I usually use my little Real Techniques Dome shadow brush just because I'm using it to conceal spots or whatever. I'll use it first to sort of push in on the spots themselves, to blend a little bit around it. But because it is so fair, I then find that I need some like a buffing brush. So I have this one, I think this is the 45.5 from the Sephora collection. I'll just use that to buff out the edges because it is like, unless you're super pale, you're gonna have like a demarcation of the different colors. I find that it blends really well. Even after it's sort of set a bit, those edges I just will blend out and it'll blend really well. But you will have to do some blending because it's pretty thick and pretty opaque, so it's not like it's blending into the skin when you blend it a little. You really have to blend a lot. A little bit goes a long way. You don't need a lot to conceal your spots or your discoloration. I've used it to conceal spots. I've used it to conceal sort of redness up here. Today I left these areas to breathe a little, so they're a little redder than they would be generally, but I've really been enjoying it. I've just, again, been humbled by the amazing products at the drugstore. It's just hard because the drugstore has a strange return policy. Like, they won't really return everything just like Sephora does, and they don't always have testers, so you can't always try everything you want to make sure that it's going to work for you. So I think that's one of the reasons I've sort of been iffy about trying things from the drugstore, but I am so glad to be eating crow and to be wrong because this little product is phenomenal. Run out and get it. It's great. Again, I guess the one sort of really big drawback is that the color range isn't superb, right? I would say also, what is the other thing? Don't use it under your eyes. It's probably too thick. It will crease. So it's better on your face, I would say, than like an under eye concealer. That is all I have to say about this concealer, which I adore. Let me know if you guys have worked with it, tried it, what you think of it. Any other great concealers or drugstore products you recommend. The floof is going to drive me crazy. And that is it. Let's do points of positivity and we will be done. My first point of positivity for the day is, I think I've been telling you, we've had some random hailstorms recently, and the weather finally cleared, the skies parted, we had some blue skies, and it's just been really lovely to do some walking outside and just be in the sun, and you appreciate it so much more when you get like little breaks that remind you that, oh yeah, it's not always going to be this nice, so take advantage. My second point of positivity is an amazingly yummy pizza. I think I told you about this new pizza place that opened a little while ago, and I went with my mom. Yeah, I went again. And it was so good. I can't even. It's Neapolitan pizza, so it's like nice and chewy, and I'm not usually a thin crust girl, but I'm a thin crust girl for this pizza, so yeah, that's awesome. Third point of positivity is another Bruno Mars song. I know you guys are gonna get like so tired of me and these Bruno Mars songs, but he has a live version of, it's called Runaway Baby. I should know the names of these songs. I think that's what it's called. I'll link it down below, but it's just, it's a mix of I love this song and he's just so funny in it that it's just perfection. So that's my points of positivity for the day. Before this memory card cuts me off, I'm going to send you guys tons of love. Thank you as always for being here. And I want to leave by reminding you that life is just too short to wear boring lipstick. Bye guys.